Welcome to MDS video classes, my Soru. I'm Charles A., social science teacher working under MDS. Today, we'll take up the fourth chapter in political science, and that is global problems and India's role. In this chapter, three important units we are going to discuss. The first one is denial or refusal of human rights. The second one is arms race. And third one is economic inequality. With the end of Second World War, the imperialism and colonialism ended. A new world order emerged along with the old world order. With the beginning of UNO, a new era of world order started. Still, numerous problems like human rights, arms race, economic inequality, apartheid, and terrorism have remained in the world. India, as a member of the world community, is striving its best to solve some of these problems. Now we'll see the human rights denial. What is rights? Privileges given to human beings to come up in life or to improve the standard of living of the people. So here, humanists have advocated that every human being should get their rights. Unfortunately, human rights have not been honored in the long history of human civilization. In the name of caste, religion, race, gender, color of the skin, and nationalism, human rights have been denied to many people throughout the history. The American War of Independence in 1776, the French Revolution in 1789, the Russian Revolution in 1917, and the freedom struggle of India and other countries in the early part of 20th century provided more strength to human rights. Hence, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is considered as a major event in the world history. The Human Rights Declaration prepared by the experts agreed upon by member countries was adopted in the UN General Body meeting on December 10, 1948. The General Assembly of UNO has mandated the member countries to adopt and protect human rights in every country. In order to facilitate better implementation of human rights, the UNO has provided guidelines along with the Human Rights Declaration. The guidelines included 30 columns. For example, every individual has a right to live with freedom, dignity, and equality once he is born as an individual. It also calls for the eradication of slavery and gender-based exploitation of women. India has been advocating Universal Declaration of Human Rights from the beginning. In the Constitution of India, from Article 12 to 35 of Part 3, fundamental rights are discussed. India has been advocating for better human rights implementation in all the meetings of UNO. UNO, in its Conference on Human Rights Violation in 1966, asked for the commitment on the part of member countries for the compulsory implementation of human rights. In order to monitor the human rights implementation process, it formed International Human Rights Commission. On the similar lines in India, National Commission for Human Rights, National Commission for Scheduled Castes, National Commission for Scheduled Tribes, National Women's Commission, National Backward Classes Commission have been formed to monitor the implementation of human rights. At state level, similar state commissions can be found in Karnataka. The next global problem is arms race. What is arms race? An arms race occurs when two or more countries increase the size and quality of military resources to gain military and political superiority over one another. In nuclear epoch, either we have to end the war or the war will end us, is a popular saying often found in the present world. In the current scenario, arms race appears to be a dangerous phenomenon. Disarmament is the present as well as the future need of the humanity. Disarmament is the only solution to stop mad rush for arms. Disarmament is the only direct process available to bring down the number of arms or elimination of certain arms. Insecurity, fear, instability, and threat of war appear due to the arms competition. In order to keep all these evil away, disarmament is the only option available for humanity. It is also believed that money is wasted on arms and ammunitions in the world. Hoover, the president of USA, once said, "The world which has arms not only wastes the money, it also wastes the sweat of laborers, intelligence of scientists, and wastes the dreams of the children." With the preparation of nuclear weapons and bombs, the issue of disarmaments has become a serious issue in the present world. India, as a peace-loving country, advocates disarmaments. Peace is very important for global security issues. After 1963, the two powerful nations, USA and USSR, have entered into many bilateral agreements to stop the arms race. They are Partial Test Ban Treaty, Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, Strategic Arms Limitation Talks. The next global problem is economic inequality. So, what is economic inequality? It is the unequal distribution of income and opportunity between different groups in society. Among the members of the world, economical inequality is a major problem. It is a historical gift of European countries. European countries established colonies in Africa, Asia, and Latin American countries. The countries that were under the control of imperialistic powers suffered from backwardness. This progress was really slow till 20th century. After attaining independence, many Asian and African countries attempted to achieve development, but they had a lot of hurdles to cross in the science, technology, agriculture, transportation, education, health, and many other areas to achieve development. Hence, they had to depend upon foreign aid to achieve development. After 1945, USA and USSR started helping developing countries based on the blocs they belonged to. But the poverty of the developing countries became the tools of power politics of the developed countries. In the later stage, India continued with its non-aligned policy. India insisted that the developed countries should provide assistance to developing countries without any conditions. This helped the poor nations to protect their self-respect. It tried to channel monetary help to the third world countries. The word third world denotes poverty and non-development. These countries are trying to come out of the shortages of food, capital, health, education, and many other issues. Meanwhile, the excess spending, open economy, globalization promoted by the developed world is taxing the poor nations with increasing population and inability to manage the increasing problems. The UNO and developed countries need to act beyond these limitations. India, as a progressive nation, is striving to promote economic equality among all the countries of the world. Children, I hope you have understood the lesson in detail with the help of this video. Kindly refer the textbook and answer the questions that is given in the textbook. Thank you, children.